Lesson 4. Unlock your mental clarity. Hello, and welcome to today's lesson in unlocking your mental clarity. Your mind, an ever-changing, dynamic, and bustling realm, serves as the powerhouse for all mental phenomena like thoughts, imagination, memory, will, and sensations. It is essential to understand that the mind and the brain are not synonymous, even though they impact one another and are often used interchangeably. The brain is a tangible organ that can be observed with neurons firing and transmitting messages at various points. In contrast, the mind is an intangible entity that forms its own opinion about the messages and sends it back to the brain. The mind, while not a physical organ like the brain, is the essence of who you are. It is impossible to function without your mind or when your mind lacks the space to process everything you encounter. One valuable habit that you should cultivate is making your bed every day. Professor Jordan Peterson once said, "If you can't even clean up your own room, who the hell are you to give advice to the world?" People often set out to develop habits with grandiose, difficult-to-achieve goals. These goals appear exciting and enticing at the beginning, fueled by an initial burst of motivation. However, as the motivation wanes, the tasks seem more daunting than anticipated. Consequently, you might end up procrastinating, waking up late, and rushing to prepare for the day. Establishing the small habit of making your bed every morning is a manageable task that only takes a few minutes. This simple act gets your body moving, wakes you up, and, most importantly, clears your mind. Retired Navy SEAL Admiral Sean William Craven, the author of the book, Make Your Bed, Little Things That Can Change Your Life, and Maybe the World, states that one of the most powerful lessons he learned during his time as a Navy SEAL was to make his bed. By making your bed every morning, you accomplish one of the day's first tasks. Humans are task-oriented creatures. Although we often equate comfort with doing nothing, our evolutionary history tells a different story. As nomads, our first task of the day was to wake up at first light and move our temporary homes. We would pack up our belongings and walk for the next few hours before hunting and gathering for lunch. As settlers, we would rise at first light to hunt, prepare breakfast, clean our living spaces, and ensure that children were awake and ready for the day. Our bodies naturally crave movement and activity upon waking up. With modern comforts readily available, it may be tempting to believe that a few extra minutes in bed are what you need. In reality, you need to get up and get moving. Accomplishing a task, such as making your bed, before leaving your bedroom instills a sense of pride. This feeling encourages you to complete another task, and then another, and so on. Making your bed is a quick and straightforward task that doesn't feel like a chore. It is crucial to understand that doing the little things right leads to doing the big things right. If you cannot even make your bed, how can you expect to start a business? Research by the National Sleep Foundation has shown that people who make their beds in the morning tend to get better rest at night. This is because they fall asleep in a tidy room. Your bedroom is your personal space, and during your time at home, you condition your brain to perceive your room as a relaxing, safe place. It is where your brain quiets the noise. However, a cluttered space does not calm the noise, it exacerbates it. It can make you feel overwhelmed and scatterbrained. A cluttered room can make your mind feel like you haven't met your psychological needs for the day. On the other hand, even if you've had a bad day, a made-up bed and a clean house will help you relax and instill more faith and confidence in yourself and your abilities. A study published in the Personality and Social Psychology Bulletin found that people who described their living spaces as cluttered were more likely to feel fatigued and depressed than those who described their homes as restful and restorative. The same study discovered that women with messy or cluttered homes had higher levels of cortisol, the stress hormone. While stressful situations can lead to neglecting our homes, the study also found that when participants tidied their homes, even without any other changes in their circumstances, their cortisol levels dropped, and their feelings of anxiety and stress were reduced. They still faced the same stressful work and family situations, but just by organizing their homes, they were able to experience a sense of peace and calm. A Princeton University study demonstrated that clutter can make it challenging to focus on a task. Your visual cortex can be overwhelmed by objects unrelated to your tasks. Since your eyes can transmit data at about 10 million bits per second, you can comprehend why we feel so overwhelmed when surrounded by clutter, and why simple tasks seem so difficult to complete. So, keep your bed clear and your mind clear. To conquer the world, we must first conquer our homes. Making your bed daily is a small yet significant step toward achieving order and success in your life. By cultivating this habit, you lay the foundation for a productive, organized, and fulfilling day. Remember, it's the little things that make a big difference, And with each task you complete, you move closer to conquering the world.